Hey there folks, my name is Cypher, YouTuber, epic gamer, and self-proclaimed master swordsman, and today I want to talk to you about a game that's so addicting to me that in the process of getting footage for this video, I actually got distracted and ended up just sinking another 10 hours into the game. Stardew Valley is a top-down farming simulator. Or at least that's what it looks like on the surface, because anyone who's made it past the Steam page will tell you this game is a whole lot more than that. Stardew is a farming sim, yes, but it's also an adventure game, dungeon crawler, fishing game, foraging game, crafting game, dating sim, and so much more. My friend Smokey from the Examineering server bought me this game for Christmas, and I've clocked more than 100 hours as of writing the script on the PC version alone. It's a game I find so damn addictive that I was terrified to buy the mobile version to test out for this video, because I was scared that having Stardew available to me 24/7 might actually be detrimental to my health. I was right. I haven't slept for weeks. So you start off the game like any good adventure by creating your character. There are plenty of choices here, but not nearly enough for my tastes. Not bad nonetheless. You can make your character look pretty bizarre, and that's all that really matters anyway. You can select your preferred pet, change your name, change your farm name, and write the name of your favorite worldly object. This part's important because whatever you write here will show up later every time you get a star drop, and it's goddamn hilarious. So, you finish making your beautiful child and start the game. We haven't made it past the first cutscene before Valley of Thrones takes its first life. Grandpa's fucking dead, dog! He gives you a letter but then tells you, "Don't open it till you're sick of being a contributing member of society. Cunt!" And then kicks it right there in front of you. Hits a fat dab on his way to the morgue and everything. Thanks, Granddad. So, fast forward and we find our character working a desk job for Joja Mart. There you are, stuck in a cubicle, surrounded by dozens of zombie-eyed co-workers. Well, except for Woody, because Woody did cocaine in the bathroom during his Joja Mart mandated 10-minute lunch break and has never felt so alive. It's here you'll find your character bored to death with the never-ending monotony of working a 9-to-5, $15 an hour job. Your character narrowly avoids having a stroke before remembering the letter Granddad gave them. Somehow. It was like 20 years ago if you read the intro in Roman numerals, but at least 2 if you just go off the fact that the game says years instead of a year later. Anyway, your character not only remembers what that crazy old bat said, but for some reason they've kept this letter next to the paper clips and collection of old napkins they stole out of the McDonald's dispenser for God knows how long and have never opened it even out of curiosity. So you read the letter and find out Gramps has given you a goddamn house, just like giving it to you. For free. We've not said one word to the old coot, yet before he even kicks it, he goes, hey, here's the key to my entire home and all of my belongings. My actual children get nothing and can suck upon my dongle. That's some bullshit favoritism right there, Gramps, but thanks. Your character wastes no time. You flip off your boss, sing a rousing chorus of Mr. Walker It's All Over by Billy Joe Spears, and storm out. Ignoring quarantine and packing nothing but your severance fee and the clothes on your back, you grab the first bus and ride it all the way out to the countryside to find your new home in Stardew Valley. It's a quaint little village nestled right next to the ocean and the desert and the mountains and don't question the geography too much. We're running on Souls Time rules here, and we're trying to make the video less than 15 minutes. As you step off the bus, you're greeted by the charismatic, extremely useful, extremely married Robin, who tells you the mayor is busy tidying up your house. And thank God he is, because holy shit, Granddad, have you never heard of lawn care? Good lord, it looks like this place got tag teamed by a couple of fuckbots. Anyway, they greet you, tell you good luck, give you some starting material, and tell you, hey, be sure to come to town and say hey sometime. Now I know this is the point in the story where I may lose some of you. I know a man who once put 1,500 hours into Farming Simulator. I know some of y'all are never ever leaving this screen except to buy seeds from Pierre, so have fun growing crops and breaking rocks, I guess. For the rest of you non-autistics, you may want to start your garden, water it, and then run around town saying hello to all your new neighbors. They're all pretty friendly except Shane, because Shane is a cunt. It's at this point you'll learn you can give gifts and do quests for villagers to become friends with them. After a certain amount of gifts, you have the option of asking them out and finally marrying them. Sadly, all the older women are off the table, and you can't just bang the mayor because he's already smashing Marnie, so you're stuck choosing from a list of villagers who all happen to be exactly your age and bisexual. How convenient. Pick the cutest stack of pixels and go nuts, or you can also play the classic Commander Shepard playthrough and try to bang everyone at once.
Bang, okay?
It doesn't end well. Anyway, as you progress through the friendship tiers, you'll be given special quests and shown events specific to each character. For example, befriending Haley results in you sorting out an argument between her and her sister about who should clean the dirty socks and pocket change out from under the sofa. Or befriending her sister Emily lets you go on a fucking acid trip and see dancing parrots. She's a weird person. Every character is different and has a different personality, and they grow as characters as you progress through their friendship. The quests given to you will range from find my missing insert item here to bring me an insert food here, and so on. After a few days of doing quests, you'll be given a fishing pole by a cranky old fisherman, and then you'll be notified that there's a mine shaft north of town. Heading inside the mine, you'll be given a garbage sword by a creepy old Mad-Eye Moody looking motherfucker, and you'll clamber down the ladder and mine your way down a level or two before being confronted with an actual enemy. Now, up until this point, the most dangerous thing you've probably faced is energy drain from chopping down too many trees and diabetes from eating too many parsnips. This slime will likely push your shit in for a little bit before you figure out how to fight. Since your character chose to play as deprived like a true Chad, you get no armor and your weapon does fuck all. But if you time your attacks right, you can cause knockback and spam the slime to death. If you die, somehow, you lose a few random items from your inventory, save for essential items like your farm equipment, and respawn at the top floor with some of your gold missing. Regardless of whether you win or lose, you'll be heading back up sooner or later, and upon returning home, you'll get a letter giving you a quest to clap some more monster cheeks, and another telling you to be sure to attend the festival that's coming up in a few days on the town square. So, 20 minutes into the game and we're already farming, hunting monsters, wooing the ladies and dudes, fishing, crafting, and making sweet, sweet coinage. This is an excellently paced introduction to the world of Stardew, and that's all it is. It's an introduction. I've been playing for more than 100 hours, and I'm going into year 4 on my main character. Shit is still happening in this game. There's dozens of character quests I haven't finished. There's tons of new things to discover, and I'm still figuring out how to perfect my cash crops. On top of all of this, the game is constantly getting updated. You can probably see by now why I like this game so much. It's a game so worth $15 that I felt bad about being given a copy for free, so I went and bought several friends copies of it, just so that they could experience it and support the creator. Not only that, but I paid $8 for the mobile version on Android, just so I could play it on long road trips with my parents, or when the power company shuts off my power because coronavirus has killed my income. I may be starving and sitting in the dark, but at least I can kiss my virtual husband goodnight before crying myself to sleep. Here's the breakdown. Everything about this game makes me happy. The art style is simplistic and cute and reminiscent of the old Harvest Moon games, which of course the game was inspired by. The music is soft, serene, calming, and brings back good memories of playing Minecraft all night with my friends back when I had friends. The characters are interesting and fun to interact with, but the interactions don't outlast their welcome. Any conversation that comes too close to being annoyingly long can typically be skipped through completely. Cutscenes are a bit basic and typically consist of slow music and characters dancing or interacting with the world to show you new things. But sometimes basic is nice. I like taking breaks from long, drawn-out, elaborate storytelling and cutscenes, and just kind of sit back and take a chill pill. The RPG mechanics are fleshed out enough to be fun, but simple enough that anyone can understand it. It ain't no Daggerfall, but it ain't no Far Cry either. Leveling up skills is done by using skills like in everyone's favorite real RPG, Skyrim. Todd, please pay me. Please, I need food. After a certain amount of experience gained, perks are taken that result in changes such as finding twice as many gems and rocks, crops yielding better rewards, and so on. Multiplayer is about as basic as it gets. You join another player and you just help them play the game. There's no end goal, there's no PvP, no battle royale. Well, technically mods don't count. You basically join the game and function like any other NPC. You can even marry other players. It's the perfect game for a chilled out Discord session with your buds while sipping some Buffalo Trace. Not sponsored. Sadly, multiplayer isn't included with the mobile version, but the game otherwise gets a 10 out of 10 for being the only game I know of that lets you kiss the homies goodnight before you log out. That's some shit I can get behind. All in all, this is not a hardcore game. It's not even a challenging game. This is a game your grandmother would enjoy playing. A game that works so perfectly as a mobile game that I could honestly recommend you start there if it weren't for the lack of multiplayer. But since this game is on every reasonable platform at this point, you can just pick and choose. They're all stable, they all play exactly the same way as far as I can tell, and they're all very much fun. For those of you not worried about playing with friends, or for those of you who don't have friends, you aren't missing a ton of things by just going with the mobile version. And doing so lets you have probably one of the most time-consuming games ever created on a platform you don't have to put down when hiding in the bathroom from the hitmen the bank sent to reclaim the loan you took out to feed yourself in these trying times. I give Stardew Valley a solid Starfruit wine out of 6 survival burgers. Buy it or I'll bring flowers to your bedroom door every Sunday and Monday morning until you do. Thanks for watching!